What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. What is today, Friday? I didn't even realize today was Friday. I know yesterday was Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a good day of honoring their ancestors and spending time with whoever you were able to spend time with. I hope everybody took the proper precautions and making sure that everybody was safe to be around. I hope y'all did all of that. I hope y'all had a good day, a relaxing day, and I hope you guys are relaxing as you're watching this, I guess. You know, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. You know what we're taking a little drive. We wanted to talk about a couple of things. First thing I wanted to talk about was, y'all want to talk about LisaRaye. Y'all keep asking about me talking about Monique and her saying that her manager, her daddy, husband is raising her. I talked about that already. So I think it's the video where I talked about Dave Chappelle, because it was like Dave Chappelle and then Monique and then Aunt Viv and Will and Monique, or Janet Huber and Will and Monique, and how Monique kind of tied herself into both those two. It's kind of tied, not tied herself, but it's kind of tied into those two different instances. And then I talked about the Grammys as well, and then tied another Sagittarius into that story, which was Nicki Minaj, because she talked about not ever getting a Grammy. And then towards the end, I gave Claudia a shout out because I was talking about another Sagittarius, Nene Leakes, who, you know, Claudia executed the idea that she showed everybody, I guess, and it's what Karen Huger say it's in the discovery phase. Bitch, Claudia, once again, I don't know why Nene messes with Claudia. I mean, I don't understand it. The way she read her down in Puerto Rico, off the top of the dome too, just like with every little thing that Nene has ever said, she threw it right back at her. Like, that was superb reading. Do you hear me? Y'all, I don't know why anybody doesn't really talk about that. Y'all like to talk about the thing with Phaedra and her rehearsed read. That kind of was her projecting onto Kenya, because whose children wound up with the criminal DNA? I mean, we're just gonna say it. But anyway, I already talked about all that stuff about Monique and shit. So that's what it is. LisaRaye and Halle Berry. I went back and watched the clip of LisaRaye. So you know how I feel about LisaRaye. LisaRaye is cool, but LisaRaye, as we know that she's about to be on Fix My Life with her mother, who she doesn't like but praises her whore father. And like I said, how many times have we seen that story replay throughout our community, where the children don't like the mother but love the dad, and the dad ain't shit? So we've seen that over and over again. So LisaRaye has this kind of obsession with her father. Like, she hasn't taken off her rose-colored glasses. I think he's transitioned. She has some issues with her mom. So she said, so I feel like the way that LisaRaye speaks about her father, it you know, and I'm just going to be honest today, and it sounds like the way that Monique talks about Sydney. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like there's some, I don't know, it's weird. Like, the way that she was my little nose ring thing came out. Okay, we're back. All right, so what was I saying about LisaRaye? So I was like, that's how I feel about how she talks about her dad. It's like it's a weird, like, she had a special on, I think it was on BET, and she talked about being jealous of the women who would be around her father, and she almost saw her father, I don't know, it's a very weird type of way that she looks at her dad. And, you know, she always looked, you know, revered him. So I've always associated LisaRaye with being someone who is like male identified, right? And who normally, when it comes to situations with men and women, she'll see or be able to understand the man's point of view, even if the man, it's clear that he's incorrect in his behavior. I feel like she just always, I feel like she's like that. I also feel like Vivica Fox is like that. I feel like Selena Johnson is like that. I feel like that's why I didn't know Selena Johnson was her mid, like 40. I thought she was older or about the same age as Vivica and LisaRaye. Like, because just her mannerism, she acts like an older, and the way her thought patterns, I'm like, girl, how old are you? But it's some people like that. So she said that she heard that LisaRaye had trash pussy. I mean, Halle Berry. And I guess associating that with why she can't keep a man. And that's completely a male identified perspective, that a woman cannot keep a man because her vagina, she can't fuck. Which is, and some men and women have that perspective. So to say that she can now, and not only to say that she can't keep a man because her pussy is trash, but Wesley Snipes abused Halle Berry. She was in a toxic relationship with Eric Benet. She was in a toxic relationship with her daughter's father, and somehow you're attributed all of this. You're making a statement like that and then saying, well, I heard, and you know it probably came from a man. And K. Michelle got on Angela Yee about that. You're sitting amongst men, and I don't know if LisaRaye got it from a man, I'm not saying, but more than likely it did come from, well, I heard. Where would you hear that from? I'm sure the root of that rumor is a man, okay? Just think that she's really male identified. To say all that, god damn. Just to say all of that. And Halle Berry tweeted her back and was like, girl, you can ask my man if my pussy is trash. What's tea? And furthermore, where's your man? If we really it's too many people here. If we wanna do that, if we wanna play that game, where's your nigga? How many times you been cheated on? How many times you been in a relationship and the shit is fucked up? LisaRaye, you went on and become a queen, and I ain't never seen somebody lose their damn throne that fast. Why you left? Because he was cheating, or did you have some trash pussy? Was you trash in bed and that's the reason why he couldn't stay faithful to you? And was doing all that stuff with Dwayne Martin and them? What's that? Halle Berry was like, girl, you could ask my man if we want to play this fucking game. What is going on with these people? I'm trying to find a place to park. Can I park right here? It's real hectic up in here. Is this no parking? No parking on the dance floor. It's busy at the dispensary. Let me parallel park. I'm one of the best parallel parkers in the history of the world. She is. I mean, this is a really big space, but I could really do some things. You know what I'm saying? I can. Okay, I'll be right back. Who else y'all say y'all want to talk about? LisaRaye. LisaRaye ain't shit. But K. Michelle, what's her name? K. Michelle got on Angela Yee's ass about that. You sitting amongst men having a conversation about another woman's objectifying a woman and making it seem like she can't keep a man, knowing Halle Berry's public romantic life. What's the other one? The baseball player. And you think that those men were treating her badly because her pussy was trash? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you sound dumb as hell. But you sound on trend with who I see you as you are. Like, I see LisaRaye doing shit like that. I see it, honey. Let me tell you something. I know. I could see it. I see it, y'all. So, let me go in here and I'm going to come right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. So, let me make sure I got all my stuff. It was so many people in there. It's Black Friday. But it was a lot of people in there. And so I was like, I don't like to be around too many people. It was too many people in there. I should have went earlier. It's like 2 o'clock right now. When you're watching this, it was 2 o'clock my time. 2 o'clock. So let's talk about LisaRaye. So yeah, and Angela Yee, you don't sit around with men and objectify women. You just don't. That's just bad manners. That's poor etiquette. You just don't do it unless you are male identified and you are looking to, y'all call them pick-me's, or you want a man to be like, oh my God, because if you, honey, you agree with them You always got to check what you're saying when a bunch of men start agreeing with you, child. It's just what it is. The same thing, you got to check what you say if a white person starts agreeing with something you said about black people. Like, oh, wait a minute, let me check what I said. I need to make sure. I need to, you know, kind of just reevaluate my stance on something when, I don't know. That's just how I am. If a bunch of men start agreeing with something that I'm saying, I'm like, wait a minute, let me reevaluate what I'm saying, because I typically they don't agree with me. So it is what it is. But Halle Berry just told her, honey, ask my man, girl, and tagged him in the post. And then she came back and said, it's not like that. I wasn't. Yes, you were. You knew what you was doing. And then maybe, hey, maybe you don't know what you're doing. Maybe the way that you operate is unconscious. Maybe it is. What else y'all want to talk about? Where's my phone? Baby. Oh, baby. Put a ring on it. I haven't been watching it. I've been watching mostly the clips of it. I do like the couple from New Orleans, Hollywood, and I don't know what the other girl's name is, but he has a good personality. There's that sideways bus, child. He has a good personality, but you know, I like the show, but I haven't been watching like full episodes or whatever. So one clip came out with Shay and Michael. I don't know, she's very self-centered, but she said something about his child, 12-year-old son.
Please say a command.
Bluetooth audio about his 12-year-old son.
Bluetooth audio. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Bluetooth audio.
She said something about his 12-year-old son, about, you know, would it be a deal breaker if I said if I had a problem with your son coming to live with us? Baby, you know, I was triggered. I was like, what did she just say to him? Would it be a deal? He was like, yes. What are you talking about? And I want you to hear what she said. I want you to hear it. Because I was like, this lady has lost her marbles. But what's crazy is when they first told their story, I felt like she was selfish. Like, I was like, oh, she's selfish. She wants all the attention on her. So she doesn't want the kid to come live with them. She wants the kid to stay with its mother. And here, I'll let you hear what she said.
Let me be able to decide where I want to go next.
Honestly, I don't think about that. I just think when it happens, it'll be fine.
You can't think that. What would you say if I said that Zion moving in is a deal breaker?
I have to choose him. You know, like, it wouldn't be right for me to not choose him for a package deal.
So if I can't accept Zion moving in,
then we have to break up. We have to.
We have to. What are you talking about?
As a woman with no children, I really don't understand the love for a child. So when Mike said I have to choose my child over you, it kind of stings a little bit, because it's always been me and Mike since we first met.
In my mind, I think you should just love him.
But he's not.
I know he's not yours.
Yeah.
I know. So it's like, it's just hard for me to separate that sometimes.
And we're not married.
I understand.
So I really have zero connection.
You know, just give it a little bit of time. I don't think it's gonna take a lot of time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it can't take we don't have a lot of time.
because of your timeline?
Our timeline.
That's your timeline. I'm deeply in love with Shay. But at the same time, my son comes first. My son comes first over me. So if we can't find common ground.
Girl, what did you just say? You don't understand the love of a child. Were you ever a child? Did you have a parent? Like, I need to know your backstory. What are you talking about? You mean you can't access compassion and kindness to a child because he's not yours? Remember, I tell you all the time, I feel like there are a lot of people like that who feel like they can't show love or extend love or even kindness, just attention and to something unless they feel like they own it, right? And I always attribute that kind of behavior to men, because I ain't taking care of nobody else's child, you know, all of that. But there are women who are like that too. And this woman here is so selfish. He's not mine, nor are we married. Okay, that's fair. We're not married, but you want to get married. And I don't understand, how can you not love something that's not yours when this man is not yours? So how are you accessing love for him and you can't extend the same love to his child? Girl, it's no talking about what she said. What if it was a deal breaker? But then she went on to say that if the boy wanted to come over, he's 12, they can go get an Airbnb. Are you fucking kidding me? I was so mad this morning when it just got me more angry and more angry because, honey, having a fucked up step parent is not the deal. I'm just letting you know, I've had that experience. I've had that experience of neglect from someone your father or parent chose to partner with at 14 years old, dealing with this evil energy from a woman my father chose, and him not even protecting me in that way, really like not even paying attention to things that woman did and said to me. It's just not, and I'm sure that other people have had experiences with their parents' partner or new partner not being nice to them. And it's like, if you cannot extend love and kindness and compassion to your partner's children, and the parent continues the relationship with that person, they don't care about their children. They care about themselves, right? Especially a 12-year-old boy. What kind of example would you want to create or set? What kind of imprint would you want to leave on a child by mistreating them, and also a child in their formative puberty years where they're like so confused and they need the most support? And you say to this man, they could stay in an Airbnb? Girl, it wouldn't be no conversation. What do you mean? What if it was a deal breaker? Then we would just break the deal, bitch. Like, I don't understand. What do you mean, what if it's a deal breaker? Honey, and somebody on Twitter was like, I would have said, cut these cameras, because you could go now. Because it's not, what are you talking about? Like, what? And then for her to really be like, I can't understand the love for a child. Did your parents love you? Maybe they didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe they didn't. Maybe she does not understand. I thought it was very selfish. I thought it's on put a ring on it. And they're trying to basically figure out, they're at a crossroads in a relationship, trying to figure out if they want to get married to these people, but then also they're allowing them to go on, not allowing them, they're going on dates with other people to see if there's a spark with another person, or there's an opportunity for, the person to be in, be open to another type of relationship or whatever. But yeah, I'm like, girl, what? I couldn't believe that. I could not believe that, y'all. That shit is crazy to me. She said, I don't understand. And then she said, well, he's not mine. So neither is this man sitting across from you, but you can still open up yourself to love him, but you can't open up yourself to love somebody else because they're not yours. Like, that makes my skin crawl. Do you hear me? It makes my skin crawl to hear somebody say something like that. And this morning when I was talking about that, it was other people like in the comments, like, I had the same experience with my father chose their new partner over me. That shit is crazy. I don't understand. Anyway, go watch Put a Ring on It. That's what it's called. Put a ring on it, honey. What else are we talking about here? Oh yes, Kelsey, child boo. Kelsey, Megan Thee Stallion's friend. You came out with it. What is it called? Busting back, girl. That was a mess. You would have been better off doing an interview. Why would you come out with that? You would make yourself look silly. And here's the thing. She said that Megan like she did a live, and I saw that clip of the live, and she said that Megan, that's a big German Shepherd, that Megan slept with one of her friends before, and that we laugh, well, one of her boyfriends or a guy that she was talking to before, and we laugh at girls who do that, and you did that to me. And everybody thought that everybody is assuming, because I didn't watch the whole thing, and you could tell me, did she mention Tory Lane's name? Like, is that the guy she's talking about? Are we using deductive reasoning and just assuming that's who she's talking about? Because I have a feeling that people really want all of this stuff, all of these issues to be surrounded by women desiring this man. And it's like you tried to do it with Kylie. You tried to do it with Kylie and saying Megan was jealous of Kylie, and they got into it and he shot her. Then it's like, well, maybe it was, Kelsey was going with Tory, and it's like, let's figure out a way to make it seem like these women were fighting over the president of the Lollipop Guild. Girl, are you serious? And I'm trying to understand, like, is this what we're really trying to make seem? At the end of the day, whether they were fighting over the nigga or not, he shot her, allegedly. Whether I don't give a damn if they was fighting over him or not. I have a feeling y'all really trying to make that the story. Like, ooh, these girls were fighting over Tory Lanez. Girl, what? Are you kidding me? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Because I don't know if Kelsey mentioned Tory. She just said she slept with a dude that I was fooling with. My God. What's his name? Did y'all see the little toddler in the White House with his little toddler desk? Bitch. Did y'all see it? Did y'all see him sitting at that desk and he says, I am the president. You cannot talk to me like that with his little hands. His little hands just be moving. Ooh, he was so mad. And I really want, before January 20th, before it's all said and done, I want a reporter to tell him, no, you shut up. No, you shut up. Okay? That's what I want. I want that to happen. I want that to happen. Honey, I'm trying to see. My son said he was coming to the park, so I'm trying to see if he's here, because there's a lot of people at the park, but I don't think it's safe. Coronavirus shit is getting real. They out here. They playing basketball. They playing basketball. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I gotta go. He's not up here, but he better not be up here with all these people. Somebody's playing baseball. Everybody's out. It's a nice day. Hope everybody has a nice day. Get outside, get a little sun. By the time this comes up, honey, it's gonna be dark. All right, y'all, take it easy. Peace. Come on, take it easy.